Hi everybody. Hi again. I appreciate all my new subscribers. I got new subscribers. Hi. And I'm so glad I appreciate everybody commenting on the last video that I put out. I'm at work on my break again. And it's, I just was curious, everybody's, what's your motivation to get up every day? Where you open your eyes and then what motivates you to get out your bed, put on your clothes, go out the door? What motivates you to keep going? Especially when it's challenging, when you're on hard times, when you're at your hardest, when you're at the most struggling time of your life. What motivates you to keep going, to keep pushing on? Some people, it is a huge challenge. Like for myself, it's a huge challenge when you feels like weights is on you. It's like you're carrying a dumbbell with you, and you have to keep carrying it and carrying it. And and some people it's pretty easy. Some people, I admire people that can take on challenges and they run with it, like it's nothing. It's very effortlessly for them to keep going. So it's like, what do you guys do? What motivates you? What is something that, I guess, strive, like what pushes you to keep going and keep pushing forward? Is it religion, purpose, when it comes down to your family? Is it, it's like, because I know this world is, is corrupted. So it's a lot of corruption going on. And, so I'm very curious on that. Is what keeps you pushing on, even through the challenges. For me, it's kind of like meditation. I love meditation. It really helps. It lightens the load. Sometimes I have to keep repeating, because I do like the meditation I do on YouTube. I just pick if I want to clear some negative energy, or I just need some positive affirmations, I'll do that as well. And and it takes that dumbbell off my shoulders. Not, of course you don't put dumbbell on your shoulders, but a heavy backpack. Okay, you can use that. A heavy backpack, and you're taking that off. I feel when I meditate. Also journaling, like if I'm, write my feelings out. If I'm, what is it? If I'm having an issue with somebody, maybe like a family member or a friend, I write it out. What I'm angry about. What happened? What started me being frustrated with that person, having this, issue with that person? What happened? What took place and stuff like that? It helped me get all my feelings out, so I'm not carrying it in a heavy backpack, so I can take it off. I'm realizing that any issues that you have, find a solution for it. That's like, for example, if you like, for example, maybe you don't have a car. Like, hey, I'm gonna make it my motivation to save up, give me a car, and I'm gonna dot my I's and cross my T's to make sure I would not be walking not one more day, not be catching public transportation not one more day, because I am motivated to give me a car. Same thing with a house or vacation or anything like that. And so it's making it your motivation, your push to keep going and doing better and better and better, and not dwelling in what you don't have, and make it your motivation to take the steps to get to what you want, and not dwell or make yourself sick or depressed and stuff because you don't have everything that you want. Hope that makes sense. Because I feel like if you have a game plan for whatever you don't have, it takes that heavy backpack off of you, because you have a strategy. You like, hey, I got this game plan. I'm gonna get in there and I'm gonna knock it out, and I won't have this issue no more. So you just have that thought that you're working towards having your own. It could be your own house or your own car, or whatever. But you like, I already know I'm gonna have my house because I'm taking the steps to get it. So I don't need to be stressed out because I'm already making the moves. So it's on the way. It's coming. So you don't have to be stressed out, because we all are able to and deserve to have what we want in life. So we don't, have to stress out. And we know that eventually we're going to get there. So I am very curious to know your thoughts on what do you guys do to get up in the morning or evening or afternoon, whatever your schedule is, to keep going, to push through your challenges. What do you do? What is your go-tos? So I'm very curious about that. But yeah, I hope that everybody is getting what they want out of life, doing it the right way, you know what I'm saying? So there's no karma, and stuff like that, making sure, you can sleep at night knowing that, hey, I did, was a good person today. So, talk to you later.